You're about to enter the world of strawberry ice and the ice cave. Let's go!
You know, the league rule was you're not really supposed
Probably
to
take him out of that conversation. And that
he started from absolute scratch.
I would draft Aziz Ojolari or any.
Nobody's doing 7-step drops in
playing tackle for him. So
right.
It's
22 years old. Devonta Smith, same thing.
You just can't. You can't do that. You can't do that.
I thought that 2010
that he should be in the Hall of Fame, and they put him in after he was gone. So that's why
to fill the stadium.
I remember you guys saying that.
It's crazy.
I see that he's taken the non.
But overall, that line wasn't better.
No,
they still.
He's talking to the refs and saying, "Hey, I'm not going to get those calls."
He's coming. He's coming, and he's being section 158 with me. So
these guys have learned basically since they've been in the major leagues.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, the Iceman, Jeff Trenopole. And as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the Bengals. Jackpot Joey Burrow, straight out of Cincinnati. You know where I'm from. Now, do me a favor. If you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that thumbs up. You guys are awesome. I'm up to 1,307 subscribers. That is awesome. As always, I appreciate every single one of you guys. And like I always say, if you guys are watching it on Facebook or Twitter, do me a favor, go to the YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for the notification. So like today, when I go on later, you'll get notified and when I'm going on. And as always, we're doing the super chats exclusively in the YouTube channel. So if you guys like to support what I'm doing, you can give me a super chat. I would greatly appreciate it. All right. I know everybody's been waiting for this because today is the day that Mrs. Ice and her sister are supposed to come on and pay their debt, but they are not on right now, but they said they would come on. So we were waiting for them to join today. The reason I'm later, just to let you guys know, today is my son's 21st birthday. So last night we went out at midnight and I bought him his first legal drink. And then today we went out to eat, and him and his fiance and Mrs. Ice are down at the casino right now. So Mrs. Ice will be joining us from the casino. Her sister will be joining us from Florida. That is going to happen. They both told me they would be on. So let's get into the Bengals game Saturday night. We're all worried about the offensive line, right? That's all we talked about all week. Michael Jordan's going to start at guard. I know they weren't in there the whole time, but let's be honest. They didn't look bad. I'm not saying they looked great. I'm not saying Michael Jordan's the next coming of Rich Bram, but he did okay. You didn't notice him, and that's good. You don't want to notice an offensive line. You want them to not be known and not to know their names. You want them to do good. So I thought he did pretty good. Jackson Garman, first play, got a holding penalty. That wasn't so good, but his run blocking was perfect. So I'm okay with what happened. Let's get to the chats here. We got some guys already made comments here. Anton, I gained more confidence in Michael Jordan after seeing his interview. It's easy to bash on a guy on last year, but can tell he is serious about business and putting hard work into getting better. And I think it's shown, to be honest. I mean, well, if you just look at the reps, if I was Xavier Seraphilia, I might be a little worried because he didn't play that much. Michael Jordan played, the first year. I think he played most of the first half. I know Jackson Carman came in and played the end of the first half and on into the second half. Xavier Seraphilia didn't play that much at all. But let's get to the stars of the game for me. One was Joseph Osai, who is my sister-in-law is in the waiting room. I see you in the waiting room. I got to wait for your sister to get in here. You want me to bring you on now? I can bring you on now. But I thought you wanted to do it with your sister. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so just hold on. Anyway, I think Joseph Osai was awesome. I would like to know the thinking of why he was still in the game that far into the second half. I know he's a rookie, but he did pretty good. And Jeff Hobson says that he should be ready to go at least earliest by week 1, maybe by week 2. So I think he's going to be okay. Hodges looked outstanding. I think those are the 2 stars that I took from the game. Uno, Chase. I loved the screen. And Riley Reef, not Riley Reef. Oh my goodness. Our left tackle, Jonah Williams, getting out there and getting out in front of that was awesome. So there was a lot of good stuff that happened in this game. Our defense, I thought, looked pretty good. Our run defense looked pretty good. So, all in all, I thought it was a pretty good game. And the Buccaneers did not want to lose in their first game in front of their home crowd again after winning the Super Bowl. They didn't want to lose. So getting this win and getting this confidence, or building this confidence, I would say, is good. Now, Zach Taylor has come out and said that Jackpot Joey Burrow will not be starting versus Washington, or not be playing versus Washington. If he's going to play, like I said before, I think it's going to be the Miami game in the jungle if he plays. But we'll see. All right, let's see here. Crip. Can I get a hooday from Lady Ice? She's coming. Her sister is in there being very, very silly in the chat. So I think she's been drinking a little bit. So this could be interesting. All right, Marvin, let's see here. Hooday, how's Mrs. Ice taking the loss? She's fine. She's all right. She's a better loser than I am. I would be a very, very sore loser. So she's doing fine. Oh boy! Wow, she just jumped straight on. All right, there you go. Now they're both in. We have Mrs. Ice and Brenda. You both got no bucks on there, but you lost. Can either one of you hear me? Brenda, you have to unmute your mic. Hello, Mrs. Ice. Brenda.
Hello.
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 All right, I can hear you now. All right.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You were frozen before.
It was knocking.
Mrs. Ice, are you there? Hello.
Okay, I'm here. I had to put my headphones in because I'm at the casino and I could not hear you.
Yes, you were at the casino with Prince Ice, and has he lost any money yet?
We just got our cards to play.
Oh, okay. All right. The world has been waiting for you guys to pay up your bets, and we've had some questions. Are you guys okay? I mean, how'd you handle the loss? I mean, we are the lonely Bengals, and you guys are like the Super Bowl champs, and we beat you.
Preseason, Jeff.
Yeah.
You don't want to hurt your guys just yet, okay? I know we don't play you guys in regular season, but
And the Patriots lost like every preseason game before they won like all their Super Bowls.
So you guys are not the Patriots?
So. Well, I mean, I'm just saying. You
Might
don't have
fall
to
in the
win your
footsteps.
preseason. That would be your excuse if the Bengals had.
Yeah, but I don't have to make an excuse. We won the game.
Preseason.
We won the game. Hey, there's Prince Ice. Hey, say who day? You can't hear me, can you?
He can't hear you.
Yeah, you got the earbud too. All right, so how are we going to do this? So we're going to do the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you guys go, or how does that work for you? Let's do it. Let's do it real quick before Brenda gets sick.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Are we just doing one who? Or just doing
it's
one?
Up to you guys. What do you want to do? You can do the whole song, or you can just do who day, or whatever.
I don't know your song.
No, we're not doing the song. No.
No, I don't know that thing.
All right, ready? On the count of 3. Here we go. Ready?
Okay, ready.
1, 2, 3.
Who
Day!
Go
Who Day! Go Bucks! Yeah.
Who day, baby? That's right. That's what I'm talking about.
Go Bucks!
Who Day! Go Bucks!
Yep. You know what? They play good. They play real good on Saturday. I gotta give it to them, man. Your boys are all right. They're all right. They're all right. They're
Brenda
gonna be
was at
okay.
the game. Brenda was at the game.
Was at the game.
She texted me and she goes, or she texted Joe. Yeah, she was like, Hey, your Bengals are looking pretty good.
Yeah, they were doing good. That was good. I was happy with that. They were doing good, but I think it was just I think we were just trying to test our guys. I don't think that was the whole. I think Bruce Arians. I remember him coming on and saying something about they really needed guys for special teams or something like that, and so the guys that were out there mainly were fighting. They were all fighting to try and get.
How did you like the third play of the game where we want to get your ones and we sacked Tom Brady?
Look, I wasn't in the stadium yet because we were walking, trying to get inside the stadium because there were so many freaking people trying to go to the game. It took us like an hour.
Well, I told you guys to leave earlier.
Yeah. We left from my house at 6 o'clock. Actually, no, it was like 6:15. 6:15.
I was like, because Becky texted me and she was still at the house. I'm like, the game is about to start here, like an hour.
No. Yeah, no, she was at her house. She picked me up before that. Yeah. But we were still walking to get into the game, and it had already started. We heard that it started.
Yeah.
We didn't see the very beginning of it. So we didn't see Tom Brady on the field.
You didn't get to see the GOAT, huh?
No. No, but we got up there, we got to our seats, and I forget who was out. I don't know. It was sometime in the first quarter.
Well, I have to tell you this. Trash was trash. Definitely. Trask was trash. Yeah, your third straight quarterback? Yeah, he didn't look very good.
Well, I think Griffin sucked. What do you think he did? Like, seriously?
I think our defense was so good. We made your whole team not look very good. Look, our defense. I'll just put it this way. All serious, our defense I thought looked really good. That was the best run stopping the run we've done in freaking 5 years probably.
You all did very well. I will give you props. You guys did good. You did very good. I mean, I told you that. I thought they were doing very good. I was in shock. I was like, what the heck, man?
Anton said it makes them feel better. The Bucks are my second favorite uniforms.
Really? Really?
Hey, we'll take something. I mean, I like their uniforms. Yeah. Their butts look good in it.
Oh God! Now that's a total girl thing. Oh my God, your butt looks so good in that. Oh my God, whatever. Hazel. All right, you two may leave now. You pulled your bed off.
Yeah, I'm done. I gotta cook dinner. I just put on this Brady jersey.
I see that.
Represent.
Right. Exactly. Well, thank you.
Like I did the other day for the show. But
yeah.
Well, thank you for paying off your debts.
Thank you for answering my call. Get in.
Go Bucks.
Did he say go Bucks? I'm going to kick his ass if he said go Bucks.
No, I said it.
Oh, okay.
RJ said go Bucks too.
RJ said go Bucks, yeah.
Oh, it's RJ. Okay. All right. I thought it was
the
other guy. All right. Love you guys. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. All right. That was cool. They paid off their debts. All right. Let's get into the chat because you guys are blowing it up. Let me get back up here. Let's see here. John, happy birthday to your son. Go Reds. Need to win this week. Stay in it. Also, a little help from the Tweety Birds to beat the Boozers. Yeah, and I have some Reds thoughts. As you know, Jose Barto is, if you don't know, Jose Barto is, they brought him up from AAA after saying he needs to stay down there yesterday. And Nick Senzel is still down there. And I'm fine. They want to bring up Jose Barto. That's fine. I just don't understand why they're not bringing up Nick Senzel. We have 9 relievers, and 7 of them suck. So you just put Jesse Winker on the disabled list. Nick Senzel can play outfield, shortstop, third base, second base. You might want to bring him up too. So I'm kind of, I don't know about that. We'll see. Marvin, how's Osai? I don't know. I listened to the Dave Lapham in the Trenches podcast, and he said that he thought his wrist was broken, but then Zach Taylor did not give up any updates. Jeff Hobson says that he should be ready to go by no later than the second game. Hopefully the first game, if not the second game of the season. Hopefully if it's broke, from what I've heard, they can do surgery on it. He can have a cast on it, and he can be ready to go by game 1. The problem is it's going to be a club, and he can't use his fingers to grab or anything like that. So it's a little different. So we'll see. Hopefully he'll be fine. I would just like to ask Zach Taylor why he was still playing that late in the second round. Stan, how was the bridge? The bridge actually was nice today. It wasn't that hot at all. It was nice and cool, which actually I will play some of the videos I got from the bridge today while we're doing here. Yes, kick returning. Yes, I liked Darius Phillips. I think he should be the punt returner. I like him a lot. That's just the guy who I think they should go with for the for kick returning. All right, here we go. Defense looked good. Yeah. Let's see how it goes after the first game. I know. I've been calling him a Lou lately. I haven't even said the word armadillo in a while. So, but yes, the defense looked really good, and I was very, very happy with it. I mean, the third play of the preseason, where Osai and Hendrickson met at the quarterback, that was awesome. So I was very happy with the way our defense played. I thought our secondary looked good. There's a lot of good stuff. Now, you don't want to get too hyped up because it is preseason, you know? We'll see what happens in the regular season. But to start off, this is one of the best preseason games I've seen by the Bengals in about 5 years. Hey, there's my finger in the video. Charles, what's going on? All right, our rookies got me excited. And thank goodness for Pollock's techniques. I'm not as worried about the O-line, although we need depth. Tim Turner would have made me terrified. We need depth because Vogel got beat. If Vogel can't be, unless he improves an awful lot, that guy cannot be our backup tackle because he got beat badly. So I'm not so sold on Vogel as your backup tackle. So it's where I think I can't remember which guest I had on it, but they kind of said the same. I think Kazinza said it's kind of what I'm thinking. They might be waiting for the in the camp cuts to go pick up another tackle / guard. But I will be very worried if Vogel is backup tackle. Anton says your family seems really cool and need to meet y'all sometime. Hell yeah, come down to section 158, the Bengals. That's where I'll be at. You can come meet me. This is Ice. We'll be at every game in September. So if you want to meet her, you got to come in September. Now Brenda, she lives in Florida, so you got to go take a trip down there to go find her. Let's see here, Jared, what's going on? We'll bring up the hot hand mentally. Jose, I could say, has been making many errors at something. His bat is ready. His glove is similar to Suarez at shortstop. Oh, you're talking about Jose Barreto. All I've been hearing about is bat. Now, I saw his glove last year, and I thought his glove was pretty good last year. But again, I haven't seen him in a year, so I know he's hitting the cover off the ball in AAA, and that's what he wasn't doing here. So we'll see what happens. But the silly thing is they bring him up, and they don't even start him. That's where I'm just like, they let him stay down there and play. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, if you're going to bring this kid up, and he's hot as it can be in AAA, and you're going to bring him up here, and he's not going to play, then what's the point? All right, let's see here. Darius Hodge, yes, that was my other star. Darius Hodge, what a steal. He looked great, even though he's undrafted and smaller. But, dude, he looked, I mean, him and Osai, Jeff, were the two stars for me of that game Saturday night. I was there really wasn't a whole lot. I mean, Jackson Carman scared me when the first play, he gets a holding penalty. Now, I have a question for you guys. P-Ron, I still don't think that was a fumble. And no, we never saw a legit, I guess, replay of it. I don't know. I guess it's preseason. Zach said, forget it. We're not going to replay it. But that's the thing they got to clean up is fumbles. If P-Ron, it's a fumble. That's what they called it. And Michael Thomas fumbled it. You got to straighten those up. Michael Thomas made up for it, though. I loved that second catch after he fumbled it. He caught the ball, and he ran over that defensive back for the Buccaneers. So I really like that a lot. That was a good recovery from him. But they got to tighten up the fumbles. You can't do that. And like I said, P-Ron, I don't think P-Ron was a fumble. To me, it looked like they were ripping at the ball. I mean, Lapham even said it. Look, they were ripping at the ball when he was laying on the ground. So, I don't know. Stuart, Houday, what's up, brother? All right, Chris, what's going on here? Hendrickson has Brady's number, also living up to the hype so far. Yeah, I mean, Hendrickson, like I said, other than the fumbles and Jackson Carman playing, Michael Jordan, I thought played pretty good. I mean, to me, look, I'll put it this way with Michael Jordan. All right, this is jumping off point for me. All right, if this is where he's at, now obviously all he can do is go up, right? At least I hope. If he goes up and keeps improving, maybe all the hard work he did, works out, and then that gives Jackson Carman time to, develop and learn the NFL and figure out if he's a guard or a tackle or whatever. So it's not a bad thing that if Michael Jordan's the best person at guard, and let's be honest, that's really the only position that we have to worry about on the offensive line. Our tackles are fine. Spain is fine at left guard. Trey Hopkins is going to be your starting center. And I give a shout out to Billy Price. I thought Billy Price played pretty good because I've seen him at camp, and I have not been very impressed with him at camp. But I thought he looked pretty good Saturday. But as far as all this talking we've been doing about the offensive line, it's one position. It's Michael Jordan at guard. And Saturday night, I thought he looked pretty good. So, like I said, if that's his jumping off point, we'll forget everything that happened in the past. Clean slate from here. If you can just keep going up, we might have something. All right, Keith, what's going on? So that's why you told me to get tickets in 158. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's my section, 158. That's where I'm at. Yeah. And it's a good section. It's down in the end zone, south end zone. You can see good seats. Yeah, you're at that game. I can't remember what game you said you're going to, but come and find me and say hi. All right, Stuart. I heard goddish news about Osai today. Did we talk about that? What goddish news did you hear? I just heard that they haven't really said anything about his wrist. I mean, I heard, like I said, Dave Lapham on Inside the Trenches in one of the podcasts, I think it might have been one right after the game, thinks he might have broke his wrist, but he's the only one I've heard say that. I've heard nothing from the Bengals about anything. So I don't know. Jeff Hobson had a story on Bengals.com today saying that he thinks he'll be back game 1, worst case game 2. From what Dave Lapham said, if it's broken, they can do a surgery now or whatever, and it helps speed up the process. Where Dave Lapham said he thinks he'd be ready to go game 1, and he just had like a club on his hand. He'd have a cast, which he can play with it. It just makes it harder to grab on and do stuff. So we'll see. How about Jaquez Patrick? I have not heard anything about Jaquez Patrick. If there's any news out there about Jaquez Patrick, please type it in the chat because I have not heard anything. Like I said, today has been my son's 21st birthday, so I've been a little out of it. I went down to the bridge. I did go down there, so I said I shared the video earlier. But to try to keep up with the news conferences and everything, I kind of did not get a chance to check them all out. All right, Stuart. You're saying he was down to you, okay? Yeah, I thought he was down. It's like he thought the play was done. Yeah, that's what it looked like to me. And I think in a regular season, Zach would have challenged that. So we'll see. Let's see here. This one, Stuart. I mean, the game for Patrick and how he did in the game. What do you think? I think did all right. Didn't do anything really. I don't know. I didn't do anything really outstanding, but I think he did okay. There really wasn't anybody I thought that did terrible. I really don't. I mean, other than the fumbles, that's Other than that, I think they played a pretty good game. I mean, like I said, and I have to tell you this again. I was up on the bridge today. Larry Ogunjobi, I think if he plays in a game like he's playing in practice, we might have ourselves a Pro Bowl player here. Dude, he's ripping through people. I mean, sorry, I'm talking about Michael Jordan getting better. He destroyed Michael Jordan on one play. Destroyed him. It was like he was standing still. Larry looks really good. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, Keith. Honestly, I really wish Billy Price would turn the corner. I really feel like Carmen is going to be a bust. Well, I don't know. You can't see. I'm not there. You can't say that because we've said Billy Price not long ago. We're saying Billy Price is a bust. And one thing I'll say this: Duke Tobin said this to Dave and Lap. Offensive line is probably, in his opinion, is the hardest position to transition to play in the NFL. And it really does. If you're not, unless you are, the upper echelon lineman, it takes you a good 2 to 3 years to really develop, So, I mean, we've all been on Billy Price the last 2 years. And now I'm telling you, we all think he played pretty good Saturday night. So give Jax Harmon a break. It's way too early to say he's a bust or anything. All right, let's see here. Crip, what's up? Did you see Tim Tebow blocking highlights? I think he's better than Bobby Hart. No, I missed that. I did not see anything with Tebow, but I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he makes their team. I really wouldn't. Jared, you had to blow in the chat up. I love it. Like I said, if you guys want to do a super chat, it's in exclusive on YouTube. I would appreciate that. Are you concerned with Burrow not getting snaps? Nope. Not the way I saw him today. He looked good today, dude. He looked really good today. Do you think there will be any chemistry issues with not being in real game situation? Do you believe he is being left out because he's still recovering? I think he's being left out because they do not want him to get injured, and they're more scared of that than anything. But I'm telling you, he dropped a dime in the corner of the end zone to Chase today. It was awesome. I did another one to Higgins in the corner. Joe Burrow looked on today. He looked really good. I think, and really the only time that I remember the offensive line really blowing up was that one play where Larry Ogunjobi went through Michael Jordan and would have sacked Joe Burrow. I mean, there's a couple of times I think where it would have been more like a coverage sack where Burrow had to throw the ball away. I mean, the offensive line was holding them. They weren't getting through, but, it was the time's ticking and he had to throw the ball away because there's nowhere to go. But overall, I thought the offense looked pretty good. I still think our secondary is going to be good. All right, Keith. Larry O is going to be a monster. We need to lock him up with Bates. I'm telling you, the way he is flashing in practice, I mean, I hope it translates. I mean, he looks like a freaking beast, dude. And that's the thing is, the Bengals, I think, are playing him in the right position. Cleveland always played him as a nose tackle. We're going to play him in a three tech. I think this is going to be a breakout year for him. So that's why the Bengals had to sign Jesse Bates, because they're not going to sign Larry until the season's over. Maybe not, but most time these things don't happen during the season. So you got to get Jesse Bates side. Which, if you guys are on Twitter, try to get the hashtag WeLoveJB3 out. That's the Twitter for We Love Jesse Bates. Let's see here. Stewart. Larry has been flashing. I can't wait to see our starters on defense. They look like animals. The Bucs games. The defense, like I said, I'm with you guys. I think the defense looked really well. And that was without DJ Reader and Larry Ogunjobi. They didn't play. At least I'm pretty sure DJ Reader didn't play. I know Larry Ogunjobi did play. I know because Mike Daniels was in there a lot. And Big Daddy Bayou. All right, let's see here. Chris, if Carmen can't get guard down, maybe try him at backup tackle. Let's just let Fred Pollock do his job, That's why I don't think it's a bad thing to let if Michael Jordan is your best guard right now, let him be guard. Let Carmen take time to develop. Just because Michael Jordan is your starting guard on day one doesn't mean he's going to be at week 17. So let's just hold off a second. Frank Pollock, I think he knows what he's doing. So we'll see. Keith, Burrow proved last year he didn't need any preseason, so let him rest the rest of the preseason. See, I agree with you to a certain extent there, Keith. Last year, he was coming back from an entire college football season going into his rookie year, and he wasn't trying to recover from an knee injury. I would like them in the Miami game to at least let him play the first series. At least get the jitters out, get whatever he's got to get it out, and get ready to go week 1. That's what I think they should do. I wouldn't be surprised if they do it. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't do it. All right, Stuart. How about Brandon Allen? I thought he looked really good. I thought Brandon Allen looked really good in practice all year. And I said this before. Jeremy argued with me for an hour on the show how they shouldn't have re-signed Brandon Allen and they should have signed another backup quarterback. I don't think there's another backup quarterback in this league that could run this system as good as Brandon Allen does right now. Brandon Allen looks really good. See, I thought he was playing pretty solid. Got passes to Boyd. Yeah, T had to come back out. If you guys noticed that, Chase got his, Boyd got his, and T had to come back out in the second series to get his. So, yeah, like I said, I think Brandon Allen is a very good backup quarterback. That's why I don't want him getting injured either. That's why when Vogel got beat and Allen got blasted, I don't want that because we don't want Allen getting hurt either because we saw who our third string is. And that's the first time he played in a real football game, a year and a half? So, all right, Keith, right there. Browns really did use him. Yeah, we're talking about Ogunjobi. They didn't get his whole potential out of him. I hope we make them regret it. I think our D is going to be surprising. Like I said, I mean, I'm just going this. I am no football expert. I'm just a fan. I've watched it my whole life. Larry Ogunjobi looks like a freaking beast. And that's the thing. It's like, now this is the thing. It's like last year, I'm like, is he that good? Or is our offensive line that bad? Now, we just want to get to Super Bowl champs. Who guess it's preseason. But they had all their starters in there who have a really good pass rush. And they didn't get a pass rush on Brandon Allen when the starters were in there. Michael Jordan looked pretty good. So that made me go, wow, Larry's really doing really well. It's not just our offensive line is bad. Now, we'll see what happens Friday night. Another game. We'll see what happens. It could be completely different, but we'll see. Steve. And just because Jordan is listed as a starter now doesn't mean he'll be the starter at the beginning of the regular season. Good grief, chill, people. Bengals played pretty well. Yeah. Well, honestly, Steve, I think he's starting Friday. They didn't change the depth chart. I think Michael Jordan's going to start the season. And like I said, I don't think that's a bad thing, to not put the pressure on Carmen. Carmen Jackson is learning a new position in the NFL. He played tackle. They move him to the guard. I think he'll be fine, but I don't think it's a bad thing to just let him develop. Guys develop differently. And when it clicks, it might click and he takes over. It clicks and maybe Michael Jordan's still playing better. Michael Jordan has, elevated his game. Competition brings out the best in everybody. So this is not bad either way we go, I think. Like I said, I don't care who the starting 5 are. I really don't. As long as they protect Joe Burrow and we can run the ball, that's all I care about. I care less who the starting 5 offensive linemen are. Let's see here. Okay, Chris, you're next. Stuart, yeah, it was, but like Iceman said, yeah, you're agreeing with what I said. Give Frank Pollock time to develop Jackson Carman. How did the first McPherson field goal? How about the first McPherson field goal, dude? He could have kicked that to the freaking moon. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I was doing that on Twitter. I mean, he kicked it over the damn net. I told you guys. I'm like, when he's kicking these things, the field goal is here. He's damn near kicking it to the freaking street, with ease. And it's right down the middle 98% of the time. I mean, it's not like he's missing, 3 out of 5. He might be missing 1 out of 5. So, Evan McPherson, I said this week, we have a weapon in the kicking game. And like I said, the Bengals have a very, very good chance to ending 90% of their drives with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point. If you have that weapon and you can trot them out there from 40, 45, 50 yards, and that team knows he can make it and he makes it, that's a huge weapon. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, it's a kicker, but that's a huge freaking weapon to have. This here. I didn't mean it. Just, I don't even know. You're talking to somebody else. I don't know. You're talking to Steve. All right. He kicked it to the top of the net at 40. Yes. Dude, Stuart, he drilled it. And the thing is, he's not even trying. I mean, yes, he's trying, but it's like, all right, I'll use a baseball reference. Ken Griffey Jr. If you, back in his heyday, if you watch him swing, it's a beautiful swing, nice, effortless swing, and the ball would just jump. That ball jumps off his leg. It's a different sound. It's a boom. It's a thud. There's power behind that, but it doesn't look like he's swinging that hard. So that's all. And I asked him today on the bridge because he was kicking a lot today. I said, "Does your leg ever get tired?" He goes, sometimes. So he was kicking a lot. So I'm geeking out on it. I've never thought I'd be this excited about a kicker, but dude, he's gonna be good. He's gonna be good. All right, Steve. If he can be a weapon for us like Justin Tucker, exactly, for those Ratbirds, it's free points for that you are preaching to the choir, dude. Steve, that's exactly what I'm saying. Chris, definitely worth a 5th round pick. Yep. Yes, sir. Definitely worth a 5th round pick. And Keith, he kicks the ball better than Jake Elliott. And that leg power is immeasurable. Yeah, it's just watching him kick is I don't want to keep talking for an hour about a kicker, but geez, I mean, it's an effortless swing and he just drills it. If you guys follow me on TikTok, I made some more silly TikToks on there about Evan McPherson. Oh, another standout guy. I forgot. Didn't I write this down? I don't think I did. Captain America, Chris Evans. I thought he looked darn good. I mean, we had Joseph Osai out there wearing 58. Looked like the guy who wore 58 for the Bengals last year. We got Chris Evans, Captain America, wore 25. Looked like the guy who wore 25 last year, Gio. I was very happy. I mean, I hate to be gushing. I mean, yes, we won, and I'm not trying to overhype it, but I've heard a lot of guys like Mo Egger was on 1530 when I was coming home, and he's like, well, the offensive line was like, yeah. I'm like, what was about it? I mean, did they look awesome? No, but they didn't look or whatever he did. I thought they looked pretty good. Now, it's only a couple series, but I just, I was happy with it. I looked, if the offensive line, like again, if this is the jumping off point, this is where they're starting the season, the first preseason, if this is where they're starting from, as long as they keep getting better, which I think they will, that's good. That's a good sign for us Bengals fans. Kicking lives matter. Yes. Yes. All right, Stig, Big Daddy Bayou was playing hard, it seemed. Yeah. They put the double team on him a few times, I think. Yeah, and he got through it. I mean, I'm not sure how many snaps he had. If you guys want to go down for the snap breakdown, I know I tweeted it on my timeline that James Rapine has an article on that from All Bengals. So you can either go on James's Twitter line or on mine for the snap counts of what the Bengals did. Chris, Cam Sample looked good. Yeah, I mean, he looked good. I mean, I wouldn't say I was hoping he'd stand out a little more, but again, he's a rookie. He looked good. I'm like I said, I've said this with Zim, and I think with Osai and Sample and Hendricks, the H boys, Hendricks and we have a rotation, and Osai definitely proved that we have. If he can do what he did Saturday night in the regular season, we got a weapon. Hopefully, Sample can step his game up and do that. I thought Sample did good. I'm not trying to down him, but he didn't stand out. Darius Hodge, and Osai on defense stood out. Chris Evans stood out to me. Those are the ones that stood up. Man, my microphone was. Hope you guys are hearing me. I see my microphone was swinging all the way over there. All right, let's see here, Keith. When was the last time in preseason that the second, third team looked that solid? It makes you wonder if Zach's plan is starting to work. Yeah, it does. And when they say you always have to give, well, not always, but most of the time you give a head coach at least 3 years to get his players in there and get his system in. So we are in the third year. These are all 90%, 95%, 99% are all Zach's guys. There's only a couple guys left from Marvin. And like I said, the thing that I like about the guys that Zach Taylor has drafted, I think they're higher character guys than we had with Marvin. You know, like last year, we drafted everybody, they're all captains. I like that. This year, they weren't all captains, but they're all high character guys. There's nobody out there that's a prima donna or going out and doing something stupid. And to me, that translates into pressure games. When the game is on the line, you don't freak out. You are calm. You make the right decisions. And that's, I think, one of Marvin's problems with his teams. His teams didn't know how to finish games. Now, Zach's teams haven't finished games yet either. So we still got to find that out. But I liking what it's looking like. All right, Stuart. Love watching our second team play. Just hope they don't have to something. Yeah, I like watching our second team too. Third string, like I said, Vogel. He was the one that stood out that did not look good. I hope Vogel is not one of our backup tackles. Foxy, did your special guest come on yet at work? Joined late. Yes, they already came on. They gave the Who Dey chant. You can go back and rewind the show and watch it there, or you can check it out on the podcast. But they came on, and actually, Brenda gave us a props that we look pretty good. She was telling me that during the game. She goes, I think you're right. The Bengals are pretty good. I'm like, I know. I told you. I told you we were going to be good. But like I said, I'm not trying to get too excited. It's a preseason game. Yep. We've seen this stuff before. So we'll see how it plays out when the season starts. Now, remember, the game this week is Friday night versus the football team. You know, a team over in D.C. Stuart, how about the secondary? We put trash, great passer in the toilet. Yeah, and I got there's some guy at work. His name's Beetle. He's the one who gives me a lot of my baseball information. He's a Gator fan. And he started telling me last year, well, Trash, he's going to break all Joe Burrow's records. You guys should, and he's kidding. But he really does think Trash could be a good quarterback. And what was the SEC? I don't remember. It was a bowl game or it was an SEC title game. I don't remember. Trash got freaking destroyed. He got intercepted like 5 times in our little group chat. We have him laughing at him. And then he's telling me this, oh, you got Trash. He's going to be really good for the Buccaneers. And he wasn't. So, anyway. Sometimes I might just to my own home. Sometimes I might know what I'm talking about a little bit. Not every time, but sometimes I do. All right. Robert, you're going to go back and watch it. Awesome. Sounds good to me, man. All right, let's get to the Reds game, which they should be started already. And I just want your guys' thoughts. I know we talked to Bengals to death here. But I want to know your guys' thoughts on why is Nick Senzel in the minors? I mean, he's literally optioned to the minors. He was our starting center fielder the last 2 years. I don't understand. They want another bat. Okay, Jose Garcia. That's cool. You could have left him down there and let him keep playing. I have no problem with them bringing him up, but they could have brought Senzel up too as well, And we have 9 relief pitchers. 7 of them are terrible. You could cut one of these guys and bring up Senzel, who Senzel can play shortstop, second, third, all the outfield positions, you know. That's a pretty valuable guy. I don't understand why they left Nick Senzel in AAA. And to hear, like, the whole thing just doesn't make any sense. And Nick Kroll came out yesterday and said that Jose Barreto might not be up here until September. He needs more, time down there. Well, in 24 hours, they decided to bring him up. And then Pat Kelly, who is the manager for the Louisville Bats, said that Senzel is still favoring his knee. But then David Bell came out today before the game and said, no, he just needs to work on some baseball stuff. So what is it? Like, why is Nick Senzel in AAA? I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, if we had 9 fireball, awesome relief pitchers, and we had 5 really good outfielders, we got 4 outfielders. That's all we got with Winker on the disabled list. So why is Nick Senzel in AAA? I mean, we're only 2.5. I mean, we're 2.5 games out of the wild card. Nick Senzel could help. You can't tell me Nick Senzel would not help this team. He can help this team better than Doolittle or Hembre or whatever his name is. He's got like an 11 ERA in his last like five outings. Doolittle, which I really do not understand why Doolittle has been on this team all year. I really don't. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Why is Nick Senzel in AAA? Anybody got any ideas? Let's go. Ken. The team seemed like they were so much quicker all around, like they were just playing. Oh, yeah. You're talking football still. Yep. They look really good. Here, Keith. He can't stay healthy. Keep him down here till he's proved he can stay healthy. Okay. So you put him in here. He plays a couple of games. At least you get him playing in the major leagues. He's not helping he's not helping the major league team at all in AAA. Literally, he's not. So if he gets hurt again, I'd rather him get hurt up here where he's helping the major league team than get hurt down in AAA. Just saying. That's what I would do. I mean, he gets hurt in AAA, then great, he's gone, and the major league team didn't get anything out of him. So I don't totally agree with that, Keith, to be honest. Reds talk. I'm out. Just kidding. Love your show. You don't have anything else to do. Oh, that's awesome. You have nothing else. I'll watch Strawberry. I got nothing else to do. Whatever. Oh, man. Okay, let's see here. Here's Crown. That's what I was trying to get to. Crown, do you want to see the Reds in the playoffs with this bullpen? I want to see the Reds in the playoffs with anything. I don't care. I want the Reds in the bullpen or Reds in the playoffs. You know, do I think they're going to go very far? Not with this bullpen, no. I mean, I've said that. Hey, Crown, dude, I've been blasting the bullpen all year. I mean, this is all Bob Castellini's fault. And you're going to get me on a tangent again. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to get on a tangent again. Everybody's heard it a million times. I don't want to hear that they're poor. I don't want to hear that. They could have done something with the bullpen. But yes, I will. If this team this team deserves to go to the playoffs. Joey Votto, Nick Castellanos, Jesse Winker, Jonathan India, they deserve to go to the playoffs. They have fought their butts off this year. Yes, those guys deserve to go to the playoffs and see what happens. Yes. Do I think we're going to go very far? No, because I think our bullpen sucks. But they deserve to get a shot and see what happens. Because once you get in, you never know what's going to happen. Hey, you can agree with me. All right, Keith, I like that. And Chris, India has become my favorite player. India, I mean, let's just talk about the year that this kid's had. He's went from not really being a guy that was on the radar to even make the ball club. He made the ball club as a second baseman. He's the third baseman. He transitioned to second. Never really led off before. Now he's leading off, and he's excelling at it. He's at 15 home runs. He's, I think, in my mind, the league leader, National League leader for Rookie of the Year. I mean, that's a hell of a year. To go from not even really, being considered to make the team. Not only did he make it, he's starting at second base. He's leading off with something he's never done, and he's excelling at it in the major leagues with 15 homers, and I don't know what his on-base percentage is, but I know it's phenomenal. I think right now he's the front runner for the National League Rookie of the Year. That's a hell of a year. That's a hell of a year right there. I'm very, very happy with Jonathan India. He is definitely one of my favorite players, and he's going to be fun to watch for the next couple of years with the Reds. It's all right. It's about 7:30. I think we've chatted long enough. I appreciate you guys jumping on. I know it came on later than normal. It should be at 5:30. Actually, no, it will be at 5:30 tomorrow because I haven't got the email confirmation. I have to look at my phone because he said he'd come on and we would confirm today. But as far as I know, right now, knock on wood, Dan Horde, the voice of the Cincinnati Bengals and the voice of the Cincinnati Bearcats, should be on my show tomorrow around 6 o'clock. So I think I'll start at 5, and he should jump on at 6, as long as I haven't missed an email since I've been on the show saying that he can't make it. But as far as I know, he will be on the show tomorrow. So if you guys got any questions or anything for Dan Horde, we're doing Bengals. We'll do some Bearcat questions. I mean, Bearcats, AP poll have them ranked 8th in the country. They're 10th in one, 8th in another. I'm telling you, if you're a Bengals fan and a Bearcat fan, football is going to be a lot of fun this year. A lot of fun. That UC team is, if you guys have not watched the Let It Fly series, the mini-series that the University of Cincinnati Digital, whatever they call it, is doing, it's on YouTube. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's phenomenal. If you're a Bearcat fan, it'll get you fired up. Recommend it, watching it totally. Okay, let's see. Hold on. I got a couple more comments. Let's see here. All right. Anton, Indy and Votto are some beasts. They are on my fantasy team. Hey, let's talk about Votto real quick. And somebody brought this up on the broadcast this weekend. I cannot remember who it was. They might have been John Sadek or Chris Welch. Now, obviously, there's the road games, and those two are the broadcasters. I don't remember who it was. But just think if Joey Votto, actually, Jim Day asked him this. What if you made this swing change 5 years ago? He could have been hitting 40 homers. And he said, would you hit 40 homers? Votto said, yes. I'm like, why the hell didn't you do it? Well, he has been unbelievable. And India is awesome. Castellanos, since he's got back from the DL, hasn't been hitting that good, but I'm sure he's going to get it back together. I really hope they keep him. But we'll see. And that's the other thing. Aquino, he's starting left field today. He's hitting like $1 something in the last 16 games. You could have sent him down and brought Senzel up. He's got options. I don't know. There's just a lot of guys that could have sent down and brought Senzel up. Anyway, I just don't understand. Okay. Juwan, I think that's how you say it. I hope I'm saying your name. I hope I'm saying that right. I will say this. Even though it's preseason, we look pretty damn good. Hopefully, it'll set the tone. But our first preseason game versus our first preseason game in 2019 against the Chiefs wasn't even close. Yeah, we got, if I remember right, we got destroyed in that game. I'm pretty sure we did. Because we had any preseason last year, so I don't remember, to be honest. But I think we got destroyed. Yes, Keith, Votto still bangs. Go Cats. What are you saying? Hit them. Todd, hit them. Hit them. Oh, yeah, hit them. Oh, yeah, exactly. Give me some likes. I only got 2 likes. Come on, y'all. Give me some likes on the YouTube channel here. Okay, here you go. Crip. If Jackson Carman becomes a solid starter next year, this year's draft will be talked about for years to come. The young guys look great. Crip, if Jackson Carman hits the last 2 drafts, Duke Tobin is going to be considered a draft god again. I mean, because look, we didn't talk about the linebackers. I thought Logan Wilson and Jermaine Pratt, I thought they looked pretty damn good Saturday night too, and I thought they looked pretty damn good in practice. Akeem Davis-Gaither, I thought looked good. Marcus Bailey, I think, has looked good. That's all from 2020 draft, along with Jackpot Joey Burrow. And then you got all the guys they drafted this year. He could have, that's the thing. I've said this before. When we went to 5 straight playoffs, Duke hit on damn near every draft. He did. You know, I mean, when they got the swinging gate, Abwehi, that's when it started going down. They took a chance on him and drafted him high, and it didn't work. And it's taken them 5 years to recover from that. If you miss on a high draft pick, it takes a while, and it's a need. It takes you a while to get to recover from that. All right, Brad, what's up? The Braves TV broadcasting crew said no team wants to face the Reds in the playoffs. One thing is, look, if they get if that offense gets hot, they can out hit people. You know, I mean, let's be honest. Yesterday against the Phillies, they still had to out hit them. It wasn't like the bullpen came in and shut the door. They got the job done, but they didn't shut the door. So I want them to go to playoffs this year. I want them to get this 22 scoreless inning thing out of the way. There were 22 innings without scoring a run last year. I want them to get in first game and just blow the doors off somebody. And we got a shot. We're 2.5 games out. We got a shot. And which is funny because I didn't think the wild card was going to be our shot. I thought the division was going to be. Shows what I know. I'm not always right, but I'm right more often than not. Keith, it's nice for once to be excited for Cincy sports. Just seems like there's a different buzz around the Bengals team. Yeah, and the thing is, they're having fun too, man. And I wish I would have got this video. They all, and like, the horn sounded, and like everybody ran to the center field. You know, there's 3 fields. They busted out the speakers. They started playing music. And I don't know if it was Joe Burrow or if it was Brandon Allen, a quarterback. It happened so fast. I'm like, what are they doing? And somebody threw a pass or a touchdown, and the whole place went nuts. Like, yeah! They're running around and chasing, and they're having fun. You know? So, again, that's what I said. This team's having fun. They're working their asses off, and they all believe in Zach Taylor and Lou. They all believe in them. Okay, Todd. Are we all kidding? The backups beat the backups for the Super Bowl team. And here it is. And they returned all 22 players. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and their offense didn't do jack. The more impressive thing to me was our run defense. They couldn't run the ball on us. And that was, and like I said, I don't think DJ Reader played. I know Larry Ogunjobi didn't. Mike Daniels was in there, and Tyler Shelvin was in there. I can't remember if DJ played. I don't think DJ played. And we still stuffed them. It's pretty good. All right, Keith, what's up? We really need Schwartz to step up. I'm sorry, but it's time to sit him and start playing Moose. We have too much money. So I agree with you. I mean, I love Geno. I do not understand why, like tonight, he's playing. I put Moose in. You know, I'd ride Moose. You know, and there's no way I put Geno at shortstop, and especially you have Barrett now. Why in the world would Geno ever play shortstop? You got 2 guys who play it better than he does, and they both, Farmer's hitting better than Geno is, and Barrett, if he can hit like he did in the minors, he hits like that up here, he's gonna hit better than Geno. So it's gonna be very interesting what they do with Eugenio Suarez in the offseason. And Moose, because you got 2 guys. Like everybody's getting mad at Senzel for being injured all the time. Sorry, Moose has been there for 2 years, and he's been on the injured list more than once. So it's not like he's injury free. So, and they got that kid. I can't remember his name. The kid they brought up in AAA. He's a third baseman that can hit really well. They got him down there too. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. But I don't think we're about the offseason right now. Hopefully Bob Castellini does something in the offseason. That would be nice. All right, guys. Let me get to the Facebook groups that let me live stream. And I appreciate every single one of them. They are Who Dey Nation, Bengals Nation, Bengals Who Dey Nation, Cincinnati Bengals The Jungle, Cincinnati Reds rounding third, heading for home, Bearcat Country, the Ohio State Bucknuts, Ice Bar, and then you can follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Twitter handle is at Jeff A. Trennepohl. That's TRENNEPOHL. TikTok is at Iceman90. And seriously, go check out my TikTok. I got some pretty cool stuff on there, I think, with the GOAT Tom Brady getting sacked by Joseph Osai and Trey Henderson. I got the leg cannon, and then McPherson kicking the crap out of the ball. I got Chris Evans, Captain America, scoring his first touchdown. So I got some pretty cool stuff on there. So go check out my TikTok. It's at Iceman90. I'll be pulling a sound off later on tonight, putting it on the podcast. If you don't want to sit there and watch me for an hour, you can listen to me. Download a podcast on Spotify, BeanPod, Apple iTunes, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Please make sure you like, rate, and review. Give me a comment. Tell me how you like what I'm doing. Give me some suggestions of what you guys want. You know, I'm just a fan trying to do stuff, trying to do the best I can. I hope you guys enjoy it. YouTubers, my originals. I always call you my originals because I first started doing just videos. I didn't know how to do a podcast. Trust me, I've just learned all this stuff by just trying to figure out how to do it. I'm an old guy. I don't know a whole lot about computers. I'm getting there. I'm getting better. But YouTube, I am at 1,307 subscribers. That is awesome. As always, I appreciate every single one of you guys. Now, you know what? I'm going to start claiming this as mine since he's never on the show anymore. No, I won't. As my man, Jeremy Dimebag D's Nuts would always say, remember one thing and one thing only. And that is, you don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati, so act like it. Who Dey? Let's get this win, Reds. It's the Cubs. They've lost 11 in a row. Let's make it 12. I'm going to go watch them right now. Hope you guys do too. See you tomorrow. Dan Horde, I hope, is going to be on the show tomorrow. I got to check my phone and make sure he emailed me back. So make sure you check that out. And that's see, I got talking. I got to get the intro out. Peace. Try it now. And that's just sports, baby. See ya! You're about to enter the world of Strawberry Ice and the Ice Cave. Let's go!
You know, the league rule was you're not really supposed
Probably
to
take him out of that conversation and that.
He started from absolute scratch.
I would draft Azeez Ojulari or any.
Nobody's doing 7-step drops in
playing tackle for him. So
Right.
it's.
He's almost 22 years old. Devonta Smith, same thing. You just can't. You can't do that. You can't do
I
that.
thought that 2010
That he should be in the Hall of Fame, and they put him in after he was gone. So that's why.
to fill the stadium.
I remember you guys saying that.
It's crazy.
I see that he's taken the non.
But overall, that line wasn't better.
No,
They still.
He's talking to the refs and saying, "Hey, I'm not going to get those calls."
he's coming. He's coming, and he's being section 158 with me. So
These guys have learned basically since they've been in the major leagues.